back for the second video of the day, looking at how I did in the Sevilla versus Manchester United game that finished about an hour ago, but also looking ahead to Inter Milan versus Shakhtar, which is on tomorrow. Just as a quick recap on the series, I'll be starting with $25 in the bank and I'll see where it takes me, but my general style is that I enjoy bets that will double my money there or thereabouts. So let's look at the Sevilla versus Manchester United game. Just a quick refresher on my bets. I put $1.50 on Manchester United to go through, and then I had $2.50 on over 2.5 goals in the game. It was a brilliant first 10 minutes with the Manchester United penalty, and an even better 30 minutes when there were 2 goals scored. But by the 60-minute mark, I was getting pretty worried I would lose both of my bets, which would have looked pretty bad as a series dedicated to cold, calculated gambling. However, here's how I did overall. Sevilla won the game 2-1, so I lost the $1.50 that I had on Manchester United. However, my over 2.5 goal bet came through, and I was able to win $5.58 in the process. So from the $4 that I wagered, I won $1.58, just under 40%, which goes right back into the pot. I was a little bit disappointed when Martial missed a number of opportunities, particularly there at the beginning of the second half. That keeper just seemed to be saving everything. However, it's nice to make a little bit of returns and set the path forward for the future for this series. Nevertheless, looking ahead to tomorrow's Europa League fixture, Inter Milan versus Shakhtar. Both teams have the capability to score a lot of goals. They both have great strikers. They both seem to be relatively open when they want to be. And as a result, a lot of the odds are really skewed towards that consensus that this will be quite a high-scoring game. However, I do think that Antonio Conte is going to set up very defensively to try and hit Shakhtar on the counter-attack, which in my mind is going to create a little bit more of a subdued game than perhaps what other people are expecting. I put 3 bets in total. The first bet I have is Lautaro Martinez not to score. I've put $2 in this. I think he's a great attacker. However, I do fancy Lukaku as the main man likely to score. And as Martinez isn't on penalties or anything fancy, I don't see a lot of goals being in this game. Whilst it's possible he will score, as any good attacker, there is that possibility. But because I am expecting more of a subdued game and the fact he tends to come off around the 70-minute mark, I'm quite confident about making this bet for $2. The other 2 bets I have $1.50 on total goals being under 2.5, and then I have $1 on both teams not to score. I think it's a 50-50 chance we see either a 1-0 or a 3-1 sort of game. I think it really depends on when that first goal goes in. And so I've gone for $1.50 on that under 2.5 goals. And so I've tried to hedge my bets a little bit by having both of these bets locked in, albeit having 2 very closely related wagers can sometimes end in pure misery very quickly. Especially making these bets makes watching the football absolutely awful to do. And there's nothing worse than Shakhtar scoring 2 goals and probably Martinez scoring for Inter in the 90th minute knowing my luck. But I'm trusting my gut here. I don't think it will be a high-scoring game, and I like the odds being presented to me. So we'll see what happens. That's the bet for tomorrow's game. Let me know if you're crossing your fingers for a result in the comments, and I'll see you guys tomorrow to see how we did.